Hi, I'm Terry Shanahan with 1,000 Calls a Day. And today I want to go over a question we get all the time. And people want to know what is realistic for the return on investment or the ROI when they put an outbound calling campaign in place. So we got to look at this and kind of take a step back. And first, you have to know a couple things about your business. You've got to really know your numbers before we can answer that. So it's very realistic for us to create 400 leads for you in a year. Okay, that's a conservative estimate. We have a lot of people in the real estate industry that we're getting 40 to 60 pre-qualified leads per month. But let's just assume you hire us today. If you haven't already seen our startup process and kind of what that looks like, I have another video on that. But it can take 4 to 6 weeks from the time that you hire us to the time the caller gets started. So that could be a month or a little more that's gone. So let's just say from today over the next year, 12 months, let's just say conservatively we get you 400 leads, okay? Now, these leads are pre-qualified. They're people that say that they want to speak to a realtor, that they want to sell their home, etc. We have other videos again that explain that. But taking those 400 leads, they're going to be better than your traditional internet leads. They're people who actually want to talk to you. They're people who've said, yes, I'm ready. So of those 400, what is your traditional close rate with your other leads? Is it 1 in 10? Is it 1 in 20? Let's just be very conservative and say that you can close 1 out of 20 of those over the next 12 months. Additionally, there's going to be leads that are nurtures that you might close in year 2 and year 3 and beyond. So just looking at the next 12 months, assuming you close 1 out of 20, that would mean that of the 400 leads that we pass on to you, you close 20 deals. Now we have to know what your average commission is per deal or profit per deal. There's different ways to run this and you can run it however you want. But let's just assume that we're using a nice even number of 5,000. So let's assume that each deal we close, we make $5,000 gross commission. So 20 deals, $5,000 per deal over the course of a year, we could assume that that's $100,000 in commission. Now, let's also assume that our fee right now is about $1,850 per month per caller. And so you also have some additional costs in there. Sometimes experienced callers get a slight raise, so that could go up slightly. You also have to purchase data. There could be some other minimal fees in there. So let's just very conservatively say that you're going to spend $30,000 a year on your entire outbound calling campaign, prospecting, our fee, everything combined. So you made $100,000 in commissions and you spent $30,000. So 100 minus 30 is 70. And so that's over, a 2x return. It's almost a 2.5x return, meaning for every dollar you put into your outbound calling campaign, you're making $2.50 lit Okay, so again, we cannot give you the exact ROI on your outbound calling because we need to know what your numbers are, and it varies depending on how good you are at closing. It varies depending on how good the data is, and there's some other variables. But in general, if you want to figure out what you could expect, just run an assumption of if we could get you 400 pre-qualified leads in 1 year, what that would look like for your business. And we can kind of reverse engineer it to see what you could expect for an ROI. Thanks a lot for checking out this video. And if you are interested in talking to us, I would love to set up a time to talk, answer all your questions to see if it might be a fit for us to work together, help put an outbound campaign into your business to help you get more leads and grow your business.